The Attorney General's office is dedicated to defending the Constitution and laws of Virginia, keeping the people of Virginia safe, protecting our citizens by investigating and prosecuting a lot of the crimes I've mentioned to you, various forms of fraud, computer crimes, elder abuse, gang violence, money laundering. We do educational outreach to try and prevent crime in the first place and to keep people from being victims of various scams, and ensuring that our citizens' rights and freedoms enshrined in both constitutions, the federal and state, are protected by government and sometimes from government. That's what this office is called upon to do, and I can assure you that I am less than perfect, but we do the best job that we can to achieve all of those goals. And I work for you, and we do constituent work as well, so you're always welcome to call our office, and we will try to help you accomplish the goals that you're looking at and whatever that call may entail. But we work for you and would thank you for coming today. Email's great, but there's still no substitute for being there in corpus, as the lawyers might say. I still remember Vince Callahan, when he was a delegate from Northern Virginia, 40-plus year delegate, was asked in a town hall meeting one time, how many letters do you have to get on one issue before you really pay attention to the issue? And he thought about it. He said, 5. And the audience was stunned. 5? Now, this was before email. But 5? And I would say that, after email, if you got 5 letters, it's a tsunami. But the tsunami, of course, comes via email. But being there in person is even stronger. And whether you agree or disagree on any particular issue with your delegate or your senator, civilly presenting your case can do nothing, but there's nothing but upside from that. And frankly, we can all use practice conducting political discourse that way. I think that you'd find with the folks that I've worked with amongst yourselves here that I conduct myself that way as best that I can. We fight hard for the things we believe in, and that's just fine. That's what our political arena is for. But we do it in a way that's respectful of one another, and that's best shown by being there in person and making your case in person. So I'm very glad you all are here. It's a very important part of our governmental process, and I wish you all the best today. And for those of you who were risking a little ice coming from the north, as anyone in Richmond would call where you come from, yes, you've noticed that, have you? Travel safely getting home. I look forward to getting home tonight. I haven't been there for a few days, so I'm looking forward to traveling back north too. It's my favorite direction from Richmond, strangely enough. So thank you all very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much to the Attorney General for his words and for sharing a lot about issues that are important to us and are part of our platform today. And on a personal note, I absolutely have experienced that even when we disagree, it always is warm, it is polite, it is open, and we are grateful for that. So thank you. I would be remiss if I didn't have an opportunity to recognize so many special guests in the room today. Of course, we've already heard from the Attorney General, and again, thank him. But please acknowledge yourself as I call your name. Virginia's Secretary of Health and Human Services, Dr. Bill Hazel, who is right here. Commissioner of Behavioral Health and Developmental Services, which is recently renamed, correct? Jim Stewart. Department of Aging's Interim Commissioner, James Rothrock, who double dips as Commissioner of DRS. Thank you so much. And the Secretary of Trade and Commerce, Jim Chang, who is still in the room, and thank you so much for being here with us. Just a quick word to our partners and our guests here. Our community could not be nearly as effective or aware of concerns and wishes of other communities without our partnerships. So I'd like to recognize Reverend Doug Smith. I think he's here today. Roseanne Vaccarelli. Roseanne Vaccarelli of the Virginia Interfaith Center. Mr. Sant Gupta, immediate past president of Durga Hindu Temple, who came down with us this morning, I think. And Jenny Nguyen, Director of Voices for Vietnamese Americans. Welcome, and if I've left anyone out, is purely my error. In a moment, we're going to be taking a break to stretch our legs and schmooze a little bit. Agency directors are encouraged to mingle for a dessert reception with their colleagues in the corridor area straight out there. Those of you who will be attending meetings with senators and delegates this afternoon, we are going to get our legislative briefing at about 12:45 to 1:30. Just a moment to thank our Jewish colleagues and hardworking professionals before the Richmond and Peninsula delegates depart. I want to recognize all the hard work of Matt Langsam, Diane Muncie, and Sarah Rosenbaum, who are our hosts here in Richmond. And really emphasize the collaboration between our 4 federations in Virginia: Bob Kessler and Richard Gordon in Peninsula, Robin Mankel and Harry Graber in Tidewater, and Richard Salmon here in Richmond, who I believe has been held up in court. No, there you are. I apologize. Welcome. And many thanks to Hadassah for its strong turnout from chapters all over the state. From Northern Virginia, I want to thank and recognize our partners, the JCC of Northern Virginia, the American Jewish Committee, B'nai B'rith, the Jewish Federation, and again, Hadassah, as well as our newest group from Temple Rodef Shalom, Hineni Environmental Working Group, Jewish United for Justice, the National Council of Jewish Women. And finally, to tell you this day could not take place and run so beautifully without Ron Halber of our JCRC, Debbie Linick, who is a master organizer and lets nothing deter her, and our very skilled, well-respected, and terrific lobbyist here in Richmond, Amy Parent-Siebert. Thank you very much. And I want to thank everybody here today for making this a part of your year. Come back again next year, be present, be vocal, and be counted, and we will see you. Thank you.
Everyone say hi. Jewish Advocacy Day, we joined the communities around the state. Our agency directors come out and speak about social services. Our leaders stand strongly and are counted with the delegates and senators, and we're happy to be here.
Absolutely.
We are indeed. Thank you. Diane?